Skyhawk, what is Mansfield, which runway are the winds favoring?
Can you hear me?
Yep, can you hear me?
I can hear you. All right. Flaps are down, and we're expired.
Aircraft calling about Mansfield. There's really no wind here whatsoever. Oh, wow. That's fabulous. Okay, thanks. Mansfield 61 Delta, crossing 3214, and clear all runways.
All right, so the database was expired, but because we're VFR, it's fine.
Perfect.
And this was up and to the left, so we're communicating.
All right.
So I think everything should be good there. And then...
Now, see this screen?
Yeah.
See how it says acquiring? So before you can program it, it's just got to pick up satellites. So typically what I do is skip it, and like I won't program anything until like before your takeoff, comms and nav set. So you can see we're on the right frequency for now when we're making our calls. And that's kind of where I leave this until we do it. The way I look at it too is, say you're doing like an actual cross country and stuff, by the time you hit flight plan and you edit in all your waypoints and stuff, it'd suck if you spent 10 minutes doing all that, and then you did your run up and found something wrong.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So I think it's best to save all of that a little later, get through, make sure the plane's good, then we can worry about the programming it type stuff.
Right. Traffic, Skyhawk, doing a 4-mile GPS.
So we'll
final
just
approach,
quickly do the taxi stuff before we go.
Exactly.
So airspeed is 0. Our artificial horizon is level. We can set our altitude for 122. And so that's set at field elevation, so we're good. Turn coordinator is level. And we can set our heading indicator. So I can come in here to match the magnetic compass, and the VSI is at 0.
Cool.
So I think we're good there. Fuel pump is off. So we're gonna just head over to the run area now.
Saratoga, November 300 Joe Papa. Anybody in the pattern tell me what runway you're using?
Oh, are we on? Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November. We're at the Academy. We're taxiing to the ramp, Mansfield.
Cool.
Skyhawk, 2-mile final for 32 Mansfield.
Close traffic, Sky 73 Extra Alpha is mile and a half up on 45, left down 61. Similar traffic, 61 Bravo, turning left on. Full traffic, Sky 73 Extra Alpha is turning left downwind, should be a heading attack.
I'm just gonna pull over here.
Sounds good.
Similar traffic, 61 Bravo, turning downwind for runway 6 limit.
Alright, parking brake set. And, okay, so we'll check the flight controls.
What's the active at Mansfield? 3-2.
Alright.
Thank you.
So, mixture is rich. And let's switch fuel tanks. So, fuel pump.
We enter at a long 45 for downwind 32 Mansfield.
Switch. And fuel pump off. And there we can go from power to 2000. Okay, so we have 3 in the green right now.
All right.
We're just below 5 on the suction gauge,
All right.
and we are charging on the ammeter, so everything looks good there. So we'll check the magnetos. And so it's loss of 70. Loss of 70, so they're equal or not below 175 on either, so I think we're good. And I want to check carb heat, see if we get a reduction. Not much, but 20, and then I'll bring it to idle. See if the engine stays on.
Very nice.
Which it does.
Now, if you want it to go back to a normal tack, just click any button once. There you go.
All right. And so I'll bring it back up to 1,000. Carb heat can go off. And I think we did everything correct there.
Cool.
So
now,
go ahead.
On that, I just didn't want to interrupt you while you were doing it. Couple questions. So, how much of a drop are we allowed?
So 175, either of them.
Okay, good. And how much of a difference between the two?
50.
Good. So, another question for you. What if we check the left mag, or check the right mag, say it was like a drop of like 40, right? And then we go back to both and we check the left mag and it's literally no drop. So it wasn't more than 175. It's still within 50. Is that good for us?
There should be a drop, I feel like. So something might be wrong if there's no drop.
Right. So what it means is, because when you switch to the right mag, for example, what it does is it grounds out the left mag. It makes it so the left mag can't work. So if you switched it to the left and there was no drop whatsoever, it means it's not turning the right magneto off. Which, is it dangerous while we're flying? No. But it's dangerous with, if you go to spin the propeller, that magneto's still hot, as we call it, meaning it'll still give the spark plug spark. So if you spin the prop or anything, it could fire. So it's treated basically as too much of a drop. We bring it back and have it get checked out.
That means, like, if we were looking at the plane after it shut off and touched the propeller, it could go again.
Exactly. But the idea is, with the mags off and the mixture out and stuff, it really shouldn't. We're alleviating the risk as much as we can. But it's the possibilities there that's still getting spark.
Gotcha. All right, so I don't know if we need to put anything into the...
No, that's fine.
And so common navs are good, doors and windows we'll deal with, the trim is still down, lights, navigation lights should be on, and I'm going to turn my landing light off so people see me. All right, so I think we're good for before takeoff. I think we're ready to taxi. It looks like people are going on 3-2, so...
Sounds good to me.
Let's taxi to 3-2.
All right.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November. We are at the ramp and we are going to taxi to runway 32, Mansfield. Brake. I don't see anybody.
No, you're good behind us. Try to get in the habit, too, in the future of calling that we're crossing. Because there are a lot of people that have been using this, us included, yeah.
You don't have to hold short of it, but when
what I tell everyone is make the radio call that you're crossing it with enough time so that if someone was taken off, they would have time to respond to you and you could stop in time.
Gotcha.
You know, it's kind of useless to call it when you're, like, on it, you know what I'm saying?
Right, no one can do anything. Oh, I like that little guy right there.
That's Cleve. A nice little plane. I think he said he burned something like 4 or 5.
Plymouth traffic, turn just final runway 6, Plymouth. Plymouth traffic, A61 Bravo is turning left downwind for runway 6, Plymouth.
That thing takes off ridiculously short, too.
Yeah, it looks like it doesn't weigh anything.
No.
I saw that guy with the little red, like...
Nielsen, use Coach Nielsen, 2 minutes, skydivers over Nielsen.
I call those things mosquitoes.
I mean, he's wearing that thing.
Yeah, seriously.
Plymouth traffic, Twin Cessna 4 mile final for runway 6, Plymouth.
Someone on the field had one too. He's one guy that has one. There was another guy that was selling it. It was up on the board forever in the lobby. I think he wanted something like $60,000 or $70,000 for it. Like, you could buy like a full-sized airplane for that price.
Plymouth traffic, Twin Cessna 3 mile final, runway 6, Plymouth. Plymouth traffic, Twin Cessna 2 mile final, runway 6, Plymouth.
Alright. So I don't know if we have to do anything really. I mean, all set next to Rich, landing lights are on.
Plymouth traffic, 61 Bravo, center left stage for runway 6, number 2, Plymouth.
Transponder's on altitude, so I think we're good.
Yep, just the fuel pump.
Just the fuel pump.
There you go.
Okay.
That's like, I tell everyone, once you get through your initial checklists and stuff, if you ever want a quick checklist, these two work great. This landing and that takeoff checklist that are right there.
Oh.
Like fuel pump.
Right.
Gauges still look good, takeoff, carb heat, all that stuff.
But do you care if I, so I have my iPad, and I'm creating my own checklist?
No, that's fine.
Okay. I don't want to fly with my iPad or anything, because I don't want to...
No, you can do that. You can fly with your iPad out, you can have it, you can get a yoke mount and slap it on the yoke.
Jumpers away over Daleson, 14,000 below over Daleson, jumpers away, use caution.
So we're just going to tell them that we're going to stay in the pattern?
Yep.
Okay, and I don't see anybody coming. So I think we're probably good to go.
All right.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, departing runway 32. We're going to stay in closed traffic, Mansfield. All right. Still looks clear to me. Looks clear the other way. All right, full power. Everything is in the green right now.
All right.
We're getting to rotating. Right rudder.
There you go.
And I'm going to turn to 29 now.
Okay. Perfect. Now, I tell everyone, keep holding 290.
I do not have a departing chopper in sight.
We're going to hold it all the way till we get to about 700-800 feet MSL. Once we get there, then you can just make one call. We're turning left crosswind to left downwind for 3-2. And you just make a nice smooth turn and you'll end up right at TPA, right on the downwind.
Helicopter is 11 to the south, inbound landing 7.
Okay. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, turning left downwind, or left crosswind to left downwind for runway 32, Mansfield.
See, now just keep a nice smooth turn coming right in. And you'll hit TPA on the downwind. There you go.
Dale's traffic caravan entering
power trim, so bring that power back.
Dale's.
Just listen to the engine, pull that power back. There you go. Bring that power back even more. You only need about 2,200 RPMs. There you go. Now when you're parallel in the runway, trim it out so you don't have to fight.
Okay.
Keep that nose forward. A little more. And go a little bit more to the right. You're parallel in the highway right now. Everybody does that at first. There you go. So bring that power back a little more. There you go.
Alright.
Now keep it a little more to your right, a little more, somewhere about here is where you're going to actually be looking for.
Okay.
Right there. There you
Block
go.
Island traffic, Cherokee.
Alright, so now we're beating the numbers.
11 miles out to the northwest. We'll be entering a left base for runway 10, Block Island.
Nose is down.
Alright, you can see we're in the white arc on the airspeed, so nice and smoothly we'll get the first notch. There you go. And constantly trim it. Does it feel like you're fighting it? Like if you let go, is it good? Then you're doing good.
I think we're flying right now.
Alright, cool.
Now, do we normally have, though, a lot of trim in? Should there be a lot of trim in it? I thought you mentioned that would be easier for landing.
Yes. I'm saying trim it for every phase. We can trim it for landing right towards the end. So
we're going to turn
traffic, 6-1,
for the
6-1 Bravo,
base now?
Alright.
Downwind for runway 6, Plymouth.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, turning base for runway 32 Mansfield.
Yeah, the traffic caravans of left base 31, Danielson.
Good. And what you're going to want to do is constantly look back at that runway and assess where you're at. So right now, how's it looking?
We're looking low.
Alright, so let's level out. That's it. You're just going to kind of constantly keep that thought process of how am I looking? If I'm too low, you're going to level out. You're not going to climb.
Traffic, Pawnee, left downwind, 31 Danielson.
There.
We have the caravan in sight and the red glider.
Just keep it up. Add a little bit more power if you need to. And see, normally we'd put some more flaps in, but we're a little low, so don't bother. There's no set rule on when we have to. We can see final looks good and clear. No one's coming in on the RNAV, it looks like, so we're good.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, turning final, runway 32 Mansfield.
Good. Now just keep holding it up and keep descending. So add a little power, keep that nose up. There you go. There you go. Keep the turn coming, line it up.
Block Island traffic, Cherokee is 8 miles northwest of the field. We'll be entering our left base.
Good. Now throttle it back a little.
Block.
Bring in your next notch of flaps. Good. Looking good. Now get that last notch in there. Now keep looking forward. Reach up with your hand and crank in some trim.
I can't get that. Oh, there it is.
There.
I think it's in.
So crank it. A lot of it. There you go. Crank, crank, crank. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Now hold the nose forward with your hand on the stick. Now, nice and smoothly, keep aiming right at those numbers 3-2. This is a beautiful looking approach right here. There you go. When you see them disappear underneath the hood, so right about here, look at the far end of the runway. Keep the nose forward though, don't level it off. Now power out a little bit, nose up a little. Try to touch the nose to the end. A little too much, add power. Add more, add more, add more, add more, way more. Don't hesitate with that throttle. When you add it, and don't keep hooking up or anything. You want to add the power and then nice and smoothly let the nose back down and then walk it out. What we got to get you out of the habit of is using two hands. You don't need those two.
Did I instinctively just grab it again?
Yeah, it's all right though. It's a very normal thing for people to do at the beginning. Trust me, there's days you're going to want two hands on the yoke when you have a really strong crosswind and you're fighting it a lot, but on a day like today, it's really good habit. Try to just keep one hand on the throttle the whole landing sequence.
Plymouth traffic, Arrow 4573 Juliet is 5 miles to the west. We'll enter on a 45 for downwind for runway 6 Plymouth.
So right here what you can do is we can make one call. We're clear of 3-2 and taxiing back to 3-2 and crossing. You can even just say crossing the grass runway if you want.
Okay. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, we are clear of runway 32, taxiing back to 32 and crossing 0422 the grass.
Perfect. Perfect.
All right, so I'm going to neutralize this. And I'll bring this back, so save some gas. And I think we're good to go.
All right.
Ooh, nobody's there.
All right, you're good on final.
Nobody's coming on this side of the grass. Oh, they're really dead.
Yeah. So when you're coming in for the landing, and this is where you're gonna see you're definitely 100% gonna make mistakes, and that's what's expected. It's normal because you're learning what the sight picture looks like, and you're gonna learn what the pressure feels like on the yoke, what's too much, what's too little, and how the plane responds to your inputs. That's part of the learning. So when you're coming in, though, just kind of keep in mind you had a nice setup, nice approach. We got it right on glide slope there and everything coming in. When you're flaring, just keep staring at the end, all of your vision, all the way down towards the end of the runway. And with your peripheral only, you can look at where the hood is. And if the nose comes up and blocks the runway, that you can't see any part of it, that's a little indication that you flared too much. So if it does that, what you want to do is add power in, and then nice and smoothly let the nose back in over the runway. Once you're over the runway, then walk the power back out and start the flare again.
Okay. That's exactly what we did in our last landing.
It's like
last week.
Traffic,
it's the most common thing that everybody does. So what we can do is pull up in the spot that this guy's not in.
There's one before him or after him?
Yeah,
okay.
Depending on which one he went to.
Yeah.
Plymouth traffic, 61 Bravo, turning downwind for runway 6 Plymouth.
Looks like he went to the frontmost one.
First one,
Really makes me question why people do stupid stuff like that, because then you're going to blast anyone else with prop wash that wants to get off before you while you're doing a run-up.
Yeah. Should we stop, like...
No, just go behind. I mean, it's not going to hurt us.
Okay.
And then... Because, like, he could have went to that back spot to do that and not hit anybody. So, just, we can just make a call. Just keep holding the yoke. The yoke's going to, might jump a little. Just say we're taking off 3-2, staying in the pattern. We'll just roll right out there.
Okay. Whoops. Mansfield traffic, Turkey, 31 November. We're taking off runway 32, staying in the pattern, Mansfield.
And the last thing is just push the mixture back up.
Mixture.
Perfect.
Fuel pump is on. Flaps are down.
The way I look at it too, though, is if our plane can't handle a little prop wash from that plane, we probably shouldn't be flying it.
Okay. So line it up again.
All right.
And full power.
There you go. Now keep that pressure on that right rudder. There you go. Keep that. Perfect. There you go.
Everything's in the green again.
All right.
For rotation speeds. So here we go.
All right. Little more right rudder. A little more. A little more. There you go.
Plymouth traffic, Arrow 4573 Juliet on a 45 for downwind for runway 6, Plymouth.
Plymouth traffic, 61 Bravo, turning left base for runway 6.
Turning to 29. Still climbing.
Post 800 for 10.
Full to 9, turn and final. Mansfield traffic, Stinson 604 Charlie, departing runway 32, straight out departure.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, turning left crosswind to left downwind, runway 32, Mansfield.
This is what a stuck mic sounds like.
Huh?
This is what a stuck microphone sounds like.
Oh.
There you go. Now that you're coming up to that 1200, pitch, power, and trim. Look out forward. Don't even look in the cockpit. Hold this level. Bring the throttle back. Listen to the engine. A little more, a little more. Right about there. Now, hold that pressure and don't let the nose up. Now, trim it out so you don't have to fight it. There you go.
Block Island traffic, Cherokee is 8 miles west, descending out of 2,900 inbound for 10 block.
Now, here's...
So we're being the numbers.
Keep it up at TPA for now. On this time, what I want you to do is wait till you're at the 45 then spring the power back and start your descent. These planes sink a lot, so
Yeah.
we're going to hold it up higher. I wanted you to see it the first time, how low it'll sink if you do it the way you're supposed to. Freaking annoying.
Alright, that feels like 45.
Yep.
So drop the power down.
Okay. Alright, so that was a 45.
Yeah.
Now we're 2 miles away. So
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, turning left base, runway 32 Mansfield.
you're recognizing the pattern and stuff nicely. Don't get to where you don't need to have flaps and you don't need to have it set. What I'm saying is, so basically when you're at the 45, just come through the turn. You can focus on putting flaps in, stuff like that when you're done the turn, because you don't want to get that far away.
Yeah.
Kind of always think, you don't want to go crazy thinking it, but always think in the back of your mind, if I did this right now,
Yeah.
are you going to make that?
I'd be worried.
Yeah, there's no way we would make that from here. So how's this looking to you so far?
I think we're going to be a little low at the moment. So.
All right, so level out. Don't let it go below 500 feet. Got it.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, turning final for runway 32 Mansfield.
There you go. So add a little power. Keep that nose level with the horizon. There you go. So here's a real life situation. What would you do right now with this static? You're coming in for a landing. Shut it off.
Just shut it off?
Shut it off.
But then you just hit it when you're going to have to speak eventually.
Yeah, you see how this says RX?
Yeah.
It means we're constantly receiving something. So this is one of those things that you can do that someone has a stuck mic and it's totally messing. Say, picture you didn't have a nice calm wind day. It's really windy. You're focused on that. You have all that. Turn the volume all the way down. Turn it to COM 3. Shut the stupid thing off. Whatever you need to do. Because look at how much more relaxing and easy this is now.
All right.
Good. Now, as you're coming in, you got a nice approach right here, nice glide slope. Just keep aiming at those numbers 3-2. Kind of think like if you never flared, that's the point that you would just kind of first come in contact with the ground. And that's what you're going to be looking at, is just focusing on those numbers 3-2. Now, you got a nice speed right here, 70 knots. I'd slowly start walking the power back and reach up and give it some nose up trim quick. Just keep looking forward and keep this sight picture the same as you're doing it. There you go. Now keep your hand right on it. Keep it coming down. Now nice and smooth. A little to the right. Now just slowly, slowly, a little more. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. A little more up, a little more up. Hold it. Kill the power. Look, keep it up, 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 up. Almost. Not bad. Not bad at all.
I didn't take the power all the way out.
Yeah, that's what was
It kept floating.
But not bad. See that? I didn't touch anything. I just talked to you on that one. Well, that's friggin' annoying.
Yeah, that is terrible.
Or, you know what? I wonder, did we accidentally bump the squelch? Nope. See, sometimes what happens is, if you push this button in the squelch to test the volume, it'll get stuck like that, you know, because it'll only have that open. But now I don't know if it's on or off. So,
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, clear of runway 32, taxiing back to 3.
gotta push the button.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, clear of runway 32, taxiing back to 32, crossing 0422, the grass Mansfield.
If anyone heard you anyways.
Yeah, right. Well, I'll be vigilant. It doesn't look like anybody's coming. So.
Nope. Looks good, looks good. While you're cleaning the plane up too, one of the things that you can do is kick the fuel pump off, especially got a nice long taxi like this.
Yeah.
All
flaps are down.
And just for shits and giggles, what I'm going to do is check and make sure it's not our radio. So I'll put 123 in on comm. That's all right, on comm 2 down here. Nope, it's... So which sound do you like better?
The first one.
There we go, that's the one I like better.
So that's someone's plane that they're just
the mic button got stuck down and it's picking up the whole background noise of like the proper helicopter or something. So a good habit too to get into every once in a while, like don't go crazy checking it, is looking back. See where it says RX there?
Yeah.
That's for receive. If it said TX, that would mean transmit.
You're transmitting.
So if it said TX, that would mean that we are transmitting.
Gotcha.
Now the question is how long this guy's going to be flying for.
But at a certain point, if he's going far away, we won't hear him? Or does that really matter?
No, you mean, if you think about it, we can pick up the CTAF. We hear people in the pattern at Laconia in New York.
Yeah.
So he could fly for quite some time before we'd lose signal.
Right.
That's why this frequency's so busy. We can pick up Laconia and think of how far that is. And so any other airport within that radius that's on the frequency 123 we can hear. And some of them are ridiculously busy airports like Westerly and Block Island and Plymouth. So all of those on this frequency, it's just too many people on this frequency. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have to keep a really vigilant eye out for other planes because
we're not going to hear them.
Yeah, until this guy gets pretty far away, the signals are just going to block each other out.
Nope. Okay. Mixture rich, fuel pump on. This is neutral, flaps are down, transponder on out. I think we're good.
Alright.
Doesn't look like anybody's coming, so we'll make a call. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 on November, departing runway 32, staying in the pattern, Mansfield.
Alright. That guy just said somebody has a stuck mic, but the thing is, if you're the one depressing the mic button,
you'll
you
never
can't
know.
hear.
Yeah. Alright, full power.
Okay.
Power's full. We're in the green. Full right rudder. Turn to 29. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 on November, turning left crosswind to left downwind for runway 32, Mansfield.
Luckily, radios aren't required here. There you go, this is looking nice. Nice setup. The only thing that I'd say is you're just a little hair close to the runway.
Yeah.
See how that runway looks like it's passing halfway through the wing?
Yep.
See that rivet line that's kind of in the middle of the green section?
Yep.
You want the runway passing basically through that rivet line or the tip right in the range there. Not bad. So like what I was saying before though, is you're making all the right calls and the right points where you want to turn, but then you get too distracted with something else and then the plane's still moving, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Which is a very easy thing to do. So right coming up, your 45 is when those numbers are halfway down your airplane, so just about here. So what you want to do, just bring the power back. You're in the white arc, so nice and smoothly click in it once, and now start your left turn. Then worry about the radio call. There you go.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 November, turning left base for runway 32, Mansfield.
There, now bring the power. See how you can constantly see the runway at all times?
Yeah.
That means that you're at a good altitude. If any point the runway gets blocked by trees or anything out, that's a little hint that you're a little too low. But there you go. This is looking like a better approach.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 November, turning final, runway 32, Mansfield.
People, don't hit the button. When you pull it up, don't push the button.
I don't think it was, but whatever.
There you go. Nice and smooth. Keep it up a little higher. If the runway ever starts looking flat or like wider at the beginning, that's another indication that you're a little too low. So keep it up a little more.
And those red lights.
Yep, you're fine though. And there you go. Now smoothly start walking that power back. There you go. Keep that nose forward. Don't level it off yet. Keep it coming down. Keep it coming down. Keep it coming down. Nice and smooth. Up, up, up. Hold it. Hold it. Up more. A little more. A little more right rudder. Beautiful. Beautiful. That was a good one.
That was. I needed more trim in there. I was really pulling too hard back.
Yep. And I was going to tell you to put it in, but sometimes little things like that, it's good for you to see why I tell you to do it. You know what I mean?
Well, I knew I needed it as I came close. I was yanking and yanking.
God, this is ridiculous.
Mansfield traffic, extra is on the 45, the left downwind, runway 32, Mansfield.
I don't think it makes a difference.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, clear of runway 32, taxiing back to 32, crossing 0422 the grass, Mansfield.
Mansfield traffic, extra turning left downwind, runway 32, Mansfield.
Looks good.
Mansfield traffic, extra turning left base, 32 Mansfield.
What is he saying? Is that extra?
Yeah, extra. That's the name of the plane. That's the ones that people are typically doing aerobatics in, like extra 300s and stuff like that.
Mansfield traffic, extra.
I mean, he's doing this pattern quick.
Yeah, it's the tail dragger, very light airplane, probably pushing over 300 and something horsepower.
Oh, wow.
I mean, those things can practically climb vertical. You can hang them on the prop and stuff.
Huh.
I'd love to take one of those up, toss it around for a little while.
That thing's cool.
Okay.
this makes for a fun day for you.
Yeah.
45 minutes late for your lesson.
Oh, man, I don't
Someone's
care.
got a stuck mic on the frequency.
Being late for the lesson was actually great because I wanted to watch this game on my phone.
Okay.
Just double check. Out. Extra rich fuel pump on. We're at neutral. Okay. So I think we're good to go.
All right. He's clear.
All right. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 November, departing runway 32, staying in the pattern, Mansfield.
All right. One of the other little things that I was going to tell you last time that I forgot to because I got distracted with this thing is if you want to take a second to set up and make sure everything looks good on the runway, that's fine. But use all the runway, and if you're going to, like, you know, line yourself up nice and stuff, don't let it keep rolling really slow to the point that by the time you're getting your throttle in, you're already at the displaced threshold.
Yeah.
You don't want to waste all that runway. You know what I mean? So, like, you can just kind of start walking in nice and smooth. Or, if you want a second to check everything, just come to a stop. That's fine. There you go.
Still on the green. Alrighty, up we go. Ooh.
That was a nice little wind
Oh, yeah,
gust
that
for
was
you.
a good one. Alright, we'll turn to 29. I live right at Logan, so I understand how those people feel.
Yeah. You probably get it a little bit worse than
Oh,
those
yeah.
people, though.
That's true. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 November, turning left crosswind to left downwind for runway 32 Mansfield.
Now, as you're coming around this corner, see the two islands?
Yep.
Split the distance between the two islands. You want to fly right between the two. That'll give you a good little landmark on this side for how far away you want to be. There you go. Now just level her out, slow her down just a little. There you go. Okay. There you go, this is nice. And it'll look right now, it looks like you're a little on the close side,
Yeah.
but that's because we're a little high. So it's gonna look closer underneath, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now, just throttle it back a little bit more and just start letting it come back down. Alright, right here, pull it right back to idle. See if you can make the runway. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 November is a beam the numbers for 3-2, simulated engine out, short approach, Mansfield. So with these, keep looking back at those numbers 3-2. Pick that nose up more.
Yep.
Get it to 69 knots, so basically the 70 knot, 80 mile an hour mark, and just hold it there. Now go straight for those numbers if you need to. You do not want to take your sweet time with this plane. So keep it coordinated, see how you're banking to the right and
Yep.
you got it, there you go. So keep that nose forward now, keep it up at that 69, 70 knots. That's your best glide. That's going to be what gets you in. There you go. Keep it forward more, forward more. So the 80 mile an hour mark, way down here. So you got to get it down there.
Oh. Okay.
There, keep it forward.
There we go.
Now, just keep it coming in. This is looking good. Now, as we're coming in, do you think you definitely have this runway made from here?
I think so from here.
All right, so start walking flaps in. Good, finals clear. Keep it coming. Don't be afraid to be a little aggressive with her. Now that you're here,
Yeah.
let it come down. Let it get over the runway. Use this speed while we got it to get through the turn. You know what I mean? Now roll it out. Look at the end of the runway. Keep it up. Keep it up. Beautiful. Let it down a little bit lower, a little bit now. Start flaring again. Not bad at all. Nicely done.
But last school, we did the same exact thing here at Mansfield, and
Yep.
I wasn't going to make it,
Yep.
so we had it full power.
No, and you're gonna see, I'm gonna be telling you to practice those when you're solo even.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna make it.
Right.
Just give yourself the throttle back.
Downwind for 32 Mansfield.
Traffic at Mansfield, how are you here in 31 November?
Loud and clear.
Alright, thank you. I just wanted to make sure they could hear us with that stuck mic.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 on November, clear of runway 32, taxiing back to 32, crossing 0422, the Grass, Mansfield.
Alright.
T, fuel pump off, flaps down. Oh, we had quite a bit of trim in.
And that's good.
Yeah.
That's literally how you're going to want it for landing. Nice job.
Mansfield traffic, Cessna 4328, turning left base for 32 Mansfield.
I have no idea. Yeah, try that scoop if you want. Throw it out there while you're taxiing.
Ooh, that's...
You should feel it funneling a little
oh,
more
yeah.
air.
It's almost like a little massage, neck massage.
Yeah.
Mansfield traffic, Cessna 4328, Quebec is turning final for 32 Mansfield.
You can tell this guy's getting further away because these calls at the airport are coming in a little more clear, a little more clear.
Looks like he was coming in pretty low.
Yeah, he was having fun.
Alright. Doing what we were doing. I may have just been on the displaced runway.
That's alright.
I know.
These displaced thresholds are useless. So, there's really two main reasons why there's a displaced threshold. Do you know what they are?
No.
So, one of them is that that surface of the runway isn't structurally sound enough to take the impact of planes landing. Because rolling and taking off really doesn't put much pressure or anything on it. But the impact of landing, it might not be in as good of condition for it. So that's one reason. The other reason, the reason that this one is here, is for obstacle clearance. So they legally have to start the runway X amount of feet away from the highest obstacle. And the higher the obstacle is, the further the runway has to start. So all of this, like, see all this, I call it the little scrub brush stuff in here?
Yeah.
This used to all be trees. And they just trimmed them all down to nothing. So literally, this displaced threshold is useless, and it's fine. So, I mean, I've come in and landed and taxied off on one of these and one of the Cessnas and then get off. But, all right, let's go up and do, actually, yeah, we'll do a couple more.
All right, down, everything looks good. Okay.
All right.
I think we're ready.
Cool.
I don't see anybody coming. I didn't hear any calls.
Nope.
All right, so off we go. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, departing runway 32, staying in the pattern, Mansfield.
Mansfield traffic, Stinson 604 Charlie, entering downwind for 32, number 45, Mansfield.
Oh, it looks like the wind's in favor of 1-4 now. dead though, actually. That sock's not even moving.
Squawk Bravo is sending left base for runway 6.
Oh, see, now we're starting to get Plymouth, so this guy's getting even further away.
Base 25 westerly.
There's westerly.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 on November, turning left crosswind to left downwind for runway 32 Mansfield.
Alright, what I want you to do is say that we're on the left downwind and we're going to depart the left downwind to the southeast.
604 Charlie,
Okay.
turning base 32 Mansfield.
Embark, Eddie. Ready in? Yeah.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 on November, we're on the left downwind, we're going to be departing to the east, Mansfield.
Alright, cool. Just kind of go behind that helicopter or whatever that is.
Now,
We're going to practice a maneuver, and then we're going to try it coming back in to land.
alrighty.
Traffic, Volado, stern extended.
Now, while we're up here too, we're within gliding distance of that runway, let's
Yeah.
switch tanks over. It's probably been a half hour at least, so fuel pump's already
Still
on.
on. So we'll
Mansfield
turn
traffic, extension 604 Charlie, final 32 Mansfield.
And now just watch the tack. Bring that throttle back. What I'm going to have you do is keep it right at 1,500 feet. We're just going to move a little further away from the airport.
Okay.
Alright, had enough of that stuff.
Where'd that helicopter go off to? Is he way off? Okay.
Yep, he's off. Alright, have we practiced a forward slip together yet?
We have not done that yet.
Alright, that's what I thought. So, it's a lot easier when you come out here to practice them. The best way is, that way, you don't get too focused on the runway or the landing or anything. So, just kind of, let's shoot off to the left a little more. See that pond over to the left of 495 up there? Let's kind of aim towards that up there for now.
Alright.
And we'll practice it a little bit out here, and then we're going to come back into Mansfield. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to purposely have you stay high, and then we're going to slip it down into the runway.
Gotcha.
It's just nice when you get out of the pattern, you have more time to mess with it and get a feel for it and everything out here.
Right.
So, basically, alright, my controls?
Your controls?
My controls. You can stay right on them. I want you to feel what I'm doing. But see, there's that pond right in front of us, just to the left of 495, that small one?
Yes.
I'm going to slip moving towards that. So we're trying to keep our track the same. We don't care where the nose goes.
Yeah.
The best way that I can describe how to do it is, first we're going to want the power back to idle, and we want to keep our speed constant still at about a 65, 70 knots. So what I do is just step on the rudder in one direction, and then hold the wing down in the opposite direction. Just try to keep our track moving in the same way. So say we're doing it and we're starting to go off to the right like this,
Yeah.
you either need more left aileron or you're using a little too much right rudder. Like, you don't need tons of input. This is a light slip right here that we're in, and then I can even slip this thing like crazy more, like this, if I want to. And it's just going to start making us come in at an angle, and that's going to be creating a lot more drag as compared to this right here.
Gotcha.
So your controls keep us coming in this slip towards that pond, and you're just going to have to hold the nose where you want it. So you're going to keep it just like that. Beautiful. Now step on the right rudder a little more. Hold the left aileron down a little bit more. Good. Push the nose forward a tad. See that? That's a slip right here.
All right.
Beautiful. So go ahead, add some power, and what we'll do is climb us back up to like, I don't know, about 1,500 feet again. then what I'm going to have you do is roll into a slip in one direction, then switch to a slip in the opposite direction.
All right.
Really? Still. Ooh. Alright, so what I want you to do is pick an object out in front of you that we can do a slip towards. And I want to see if you can slip us down. Like pretend it was the runway, for example, and we were a little too high.
Okay.
That way you have a reference point to make sure we're keeping our track moving in a constant direction. You
So
know
we'll just use this green little plot right in front of us?
Alright, that sounds good to me. Alright, so bring the power back.
Power's to idle.
Now go ahead and slipperoo.
To right.
Yep. There you go, that's looking good. There you go, do it a little bit more aggressively. There you go. There you go, that's a slip right there. Alright, now do it in the opposite direction for me.
Alright.
There you go, so see how it's going that way?
Yeah.
You need a little more aileron or a little bit less left rudder. There you go, this is good because we're still moving this way now again.
I think I was hitting my
Oh, got you.
keyboard here.
Alright, that's looking good, so go ahead, we'll add some power. And we'll go back up to like 1500 and do a 180. Oh, hell yeah.
2 minutes prior.
It's gone.
2 minutes prior, jumpers over Ellington at 14.5 below. You're sending Ellington, Skydiver's 2 minutes, 14.5 below. Watch out. Limit traffic 6 Fort Bravo, coming left crossing for runway 6.
Look out on traffic, Cherokee 4344 Tango, northwest shoreline.
Alright, so give us like a left 180. Go with heading a 320, somewhere around there.
Alright. Looks clear to me.
Alright.
Block Island, I have the Mooney in.
Good. Now, when you're banking, see how you're going to you're banking to the right, but the plane's banking to the left? So roll with it. What happened is you were just using a little bit too much rudder. See how this kind of feels more coordinated now?
Yep.
There you go.
So I'm just stepping on the left rudder too much.
A little too much, yeah. There you go. So right here, roll it out. Actually, you can kind of see where Mansfield is here.
Yeah.
So if you want to program the GPS, take this back knob, twist it all the way to the right, and don't even look. Just kind of reach with your hand to grab this. Keep twisting it all the way to the right. You can't go too far. There you go.
Okay.
Now take a look at the screen, and it's 3 down, so push the button, and now move the big knob till it highlights 1B9.
Whoops. All right.
And now hit direct, enter, enter. And then twist the small knob once to the right.
Alright.
Shit, now it's back again. Cool. So now, let's go ahead. Oh, thank you.
Traffic, Skyhawk spotting runway. To the left down in runway 14 to be a full stop.
Good. Now, just watch the RPMs. Bring it back out of that red.
Oh. Yeah.
Alright, now here's a question for you. If we're going to go back into 3-2 at Mansfield, what's a good way for us to enter the pattern right now?
Traffic 6 Bravo.
I mean, I guess what we should do is do the upwind.
Sounds good to me. So what call would you make from here to let people know that we were going to do that?
Just say that we are east of the field, and we're going to enter the left upwind for 3-2.
Perfect. Just say we're like 6 miles to the east.
All right. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November. We're 6 miles east of the field, going to enter the left upwind for runway 32, Mansfield.
Traffic 61 Bravo.
Now, if you look to our left, you can see there's the Norton Reservoir, the one with the islands on it.
Yeah.
And if you look just to the right, that little bare grass area right
That's
there
Mansfield?
is Mansfield. Yep. So if you aim right for that, that'll get us there.
Huh.
Emergency traffic, banner to Pawnee. White Pawnee is turning final, runway 14, full stop, push release.
And we'll hit another new maneuver now, too.
Yeah.
Keep us at this altitude for now.
Okay.
But, so. Really? Anyways. What would you do if, like, your engine literally just caught on fire right now? Like, poof.
Caught on fire?
Yeah. It's on fire. Flames are shooting out.
Maybe try and descend to get some wind over it.
Right. It's what we call an emergency descent. You can use it to get down quick and to use it to snuff engine fires. So what you're going to do, and kind of think, if this happened and your engine went on fire, you're going to want to do it quick. You're not worrying about this maneuver being smooth by any means. So chop the power back to idle. Carb heat on. Pitch the nose up. We're in the white arc, full flaps pretty quick. Just walk them right in full, all the way. Keep going, keep going. There you go.
Doesn't stick for me. I don't.
There you go. Now, push it forward. Hold it at the top of the white arc. Don't let it out of the white arc. So keep the back pressure now. There, up, up, up. Good. Now, put a little bank in, because we're a low wing. We can't see what's below us. So this is an emergency descent right here.
Okay.
If you look, we're dropping like more than 1,500 feet per minute.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Now, when you get down towards 1,200, level off at 1,200. There you go. So just pitch up, start walking that power back in. I'll get the carb heat for you. Now hold it at 1,200. Now, what I'm going to have you do is keep it at 1,200 feet. Give it some trim. I want you to keep this thing at 70 knots all the way around the pattern.
Okay.
All right, so pitch up, take that power out. You're not going to get there. There you go.
Mansfield traffic, Skyhawk turning left base, runway 32. There is a stuck light somewhere on the freeway.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's been like this for a while now.
Okay.
All right. So
Not me.
I've had enough of that. So make a call quick. Say we're on the left upwind.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November. Left upwind for runway 32, Mansfield.
All right, enough of that again. Perfect. See if you can bring us right back down to 1,200. And like I said, we're literally going to fly a pattern, full flaps, everything all the way around. This gives you a good feel for how the plane's going to react and flare out and sight picture, all that good stuff. Guys, right there, over the little scrub field, 432.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
All right, perfect.
Boston looks good today.
It does. God, this is freaking annoying. Hey, typically right around 2,200 RPM should hold you. There. And you are good to turn your crosswind here.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, turning left crosswind for runway 32, Mansfield.
trust my eyesight a little better than my ears right now.
Yeah. We must be getting pushed up by like thermals because we keep rising and.
Well, you had a lot of power in there. Remember, in slow flight, you're pitching for airspeed and powering for altitude.
Right.
So go ahead, turn the downwind so you can make a call.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, turning left downwind for runway 32, Mansfield.
Okay, so bring the power back a little more. Good.
Mansfield traffic, Dakota 2311 Juliet, 3 miles, 45, we downwind for runway 32, Mansfield.
Skyline 35, 10, Block Island. Limit traffic, 61 Bravo short, final, runway 60, Block Island.
Cool, so I want you to keep going. I want you to look for that 45 and everything.
All right.
Keene traffic, Warrior 249 November Delta is 4 miles to the east of the airport. We're going to be flying overhead and maneuvering to the west of the airport. Center left downwind, runway 2, Keene.
Thank you.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, turning left base for runway 32, Mansfield.
Mansfield traffic, Dakota 11 Juliet over the Comcast Center, turning downwind for runway 32, Mansfield.
Westerly, New England 3 crossing shore, center base 25. Block Island traffic, Cherokee is entering the left downwind for 10, Block Island.
I don't see him anywhere. That's alright though. Good.
Mansfield traffic, Dakota 11 Juliet, downwind for runway 32, Mansfield.
I don't see him.
Alright, just call your final. Cut the power back a little.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, turning final, runway 32, Mansfield.
And Block Island traffic, helicopter 1 Bravo Golf, crossing the south shoreline and entering our right base for 10,
Keep it back at that 70 knots, and if you want to descend, pull more power out. There you go. There you go. I'm gonna have you keep it in this all the way down. There. Keep that nose up. There you go. There you go. And you're going to use the power kind of to land this thing, you'll see this time. This is going to get you a feel for the plane, the sight picture.
Mansfield traffic, Dakota 11 Juliet, base 32, number 2.
Perfect. Looking beautiful. Now just add a little bit of power. That's just going to give you the energy you need to get the nose up. Let it come a little closer to the ground. Now start bringing it up. Bring power down. What you're doing is you're just starting to level it off about 10, 15 feet above the ground. And that's just one of those things you got to get used to how it looks. Now hit those brakes. Pull up on them. There you go. Keep pulling on them. You can easily make this taxiway.
Save some time here.
Glad that person with the stuck mic's gone.
Mansfield traffic, Dakota 11 Juliet, final 32, Mansfield, full stop.
Oh, there he is.
Alright.
And the flaps down. Mixture. Off.
Alright. And let's go back around again.
Alrighty. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, clear of runway 32, taxiing back to 32 Mansfield.
So who was playing the soccer game?
Today is quarterfinal England and Sweden.
Alright.
And then later today is Russia, Croatia. Looked like a pretty nice smooth landing.
Yeah. A nice plane.
Mansfield traffic, Dakota 11 Julie, cleared all runways at Mansfield.
This is sure a nice day to be doing this.
Yeah, it is. Beautiful.
Alright, so down, let's go mixture rich, fuel pump on. And that's neutral, so I think we're good. Altitude, alright.
Mansfield traffic, Dakota 11 Julie, crossing 4221 to ground. Mansfield.
I think we're all set again. Everything looks good. No one's coming that way. No one's coming that way. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, departing runway 32, staying in the pattern. Mansfield. Should have asked you if we were staying in the pattern, I'm just assuming.
No, that's fine. Because you're correct on that assumption.
Okay. Everything is in the green. Pick up some speed here. 60. Well, rotate. Full right rudder. And we're good. Turn to 29.
Key traffic, Cessna float plane is 4 miles southwest, 3,500, overflying midfield, west to east. Westerly traffic, Lifestar 2, we are 4 miles north of the field, 1,400, transitioning southbound to Block Island. We'll be flying just to the east of Westerly Airport. Westerly.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, turning left, crosswind to left, downwind for runway 32, Mansfield.
So this is what I was checking before. See that? If you open the squelch up, it's going to always sound like a stuck mic. So I wanted to make sure it wasn't that.
Gotcha.
A good way to tell, though, that it's not the squelch is if you had the squelch open like that, you'd still pick up other radio calls and it would stop while everyone else was talking. And if you heard in that, when you get all those weird jumbled up sounds, kind of sounds like aliens shooting laser guns or something weird,
right.
That's because it's interference with another call.
Alright, we'll pull it out. Let the nose drop. There's flap.
Key traffic, Cessna float plane is over the field, midfield 3,500.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 November, turning left base for runway 32, Mansfield.
Westerly traffic, Lifestar 2, we are overflying the east-western portion of the field at 1,400 for Block Island, westerly.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, turning final for runway 32, Mansfield.
Westerly traffic, helicopter 424 Echo Pop, approximately 3 miles east, 900 inbound for left base 25, westerly.
Cool. So now keep that nose up. Don't put the flaps in yet. I want you to slow us down, so keep us up. And now give me a slip.
All right.
If possible, you want to try to avoid doing slips with full flap. So cut the power back to idle. There you go. Now step on the rudder one way. Use the aileron the opposite way. Try to keep us moving.
5 at 1,400, we're southbound to Block Island, westerly.
A little more rudder. See, step on that. Hold that down. There you go. That's a slip now. There you go. Now when it starts looking normal again, like a little more, somewhere right about here. Just let off of it, let it straighten out. There you go. Bring in the last notch of flaps. Cool. Now pull it up nice and smooth. One little click. What you're hitting the button, but you're letting it go. You got to pull it all the way back and kind of let it down a little, if you get what I'm saying. But don't worry about that for now. There you go. Let it add a little power. Add more. Add more. Add more. Add more. Add more. See, that's why you want to keep your hand on it. It's all right though. Now pull it back all the way if you're going to hit the brakes.
Oh.
Pull the throttle off.
Oh, it's not on.
No. That's why I was saying you want to keep your hand right on it. It's all right.
So
like,
frustrating.
It's one of those things that it takes time and practice, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's about 20 past 1, so I'm going to have you pull us back to the pumps.
All right. I had one good one, I guess.
You had a couple of good ones in there.
All right.
Mansfield traffic, 219, I'd like a radio check if you please.
Just say loud and clear.
The traffic, 5
Loud and clear.
Thank you very much.
downwind entry for
If you want, keep rolling so that way he can get by us. Like,
Oh,
pull up
straight
there. Yeah, so. And then, now while you're rolling, just say we're clear 3-2, taxiing to the Academy.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, clear of 3-2, taxiing to the Academy, Mansfield.
Good. Now in the future, try to pay attention to the radio a little, because some guy just called up Mansfield traffic.
I heard it right at the last second.
And it's not a big deal, because it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Mansfield traffic, 219 are crossing 4, 22 the grass. Mansfield.
That was the guy I just stepped on.
Some other guy, I think,
Oh,
coming
really?
in. Not a big deal, like I said.
I was going to stop, but I was like, I'm just going to say it, and then, well,
Yeah.
someone else can deal with it.